Alright, here's another update on the Mustang project. I've actually got it to where I've been driving it now. I've got about 40 miles on it so far. Not had any issues, really. Nothing's left me walking anyways. Let's see, I got all my turbos plumbed, everything's done there. I still need to purchase all the hose and the tank and pump for the water to air intercooler and put it all on. Got my fans on, radiators mounted, got my tranny cooler in the front there, a real big thick aluminum tranny cooler I got off eBay. Seems to work really good. Got my alternator on, brackets powder coated, compressor housings powder coated. Let's see. Ended up having to run rubber hoses instead of the steel ones like I wanted for now. This winter I think I'm going to cut them off and actually put A&N hoses on there instead of this rigged up stuff, but it works for now. Get my wideband in the downpipe there so I can do the tuning and everything. Let me go around here and show the fuse panel and ECU board. Got some of the interior back in, not all of it, enough to drive around in at least. Here's my panel with all my relays and my fuses for everything. I still need to button up all of this wiring here for the ECU, but I've got to run a few more wires out to the engine compartment for temperature sensors and some pressure sensors and stuff. So until I get all that wiring run, I'm not going to button that up. But all the rest of this wiring here is finished up and done, loomed, zip tied, and nice and neat. All my relays are marked on this panel. It's a piece of aluminum. I think it's like 100 thousandths. I powder coated it, and then I put on my CNC and engraved above the relays for what they're for. Trans brake fan high, one fan. I got two fans on it, and one of them I consider high and one low. The AC, whenever I put my AC back on it. Fuel pump, water pump for the water to air intercooler, and two spares. One of them I'm actually using to drive the tack, the stock tack in the dash. I got a power post on the board. I engraved a positive and negative for these posts, and up here these screw terminal blocks. Under each wire is engraved what wires for what. It's kind of hard to see because there ain't no light, but and this is an ECU that I make. This has a MS3 megasquirt in it on a MS3 or on a 2.2 megasquirt board plugged into a board that I make, and the board that I make has an amp 60 pin connector, built-in wideband, and a bunch of other circuits to condition the crank and cam, and drivers for everything, fuel pump, the whole 9 yards. This is an ECU that I actually make for the motorcycles, the turbo bikes, but it works on this just fine too. I actually have one of these that runs on my Viper that I got too. But it seems to work really good on this car so far. I had to do some tweaking on the cam and crank triggers. At first I was running in batch fire fuel and wasted spark, and I had some problems with it starting reliably, and I switched it over. Now it's running full sequential. Let's see if it'll start here real quick. It has been starting pretty good. The tune still needs a little bit of work, but so far it's pretty good. See if it'll start up again. Like I said, it still needs a little bit of work on the startup, but it's pretty good. Everything seems to be working just fine. It doesn't overheat. Runs nice and smooth down the highway. It's only set on 5 pounds of boost right now until I make sure everything is going to be okay. But so far, it seems to run really well. I do need to get me some good plugs. Heck, it's still got the same plugs from the junkyard in it, so I need to go get some good plugs before I turn the boost up on it. I'd hate to blow it up over some junk spark plugs. But other than that, seems to be doing all right. I need to, when I finish up routing all the wires out here, I'm actually going to make a bulkhead connector panel that goes here, and with some CPC connectors to where I can just turn and unplug the whole entire engine harness right at the firewall, and connectors here for the wideband also, so that it's real nice and neat and clean. Other than that, run my heater hoses, put my AC pump on, and plumb the air conditioner condenser, and I think the mechanicals are be pretty much finished for now. And then it'll be drive it and get some more tuning done on it and take it to the track. I still need to hook up an idle air control valve. I don't have any kind of idle compensation other than just a screw here that I put on there to adjust the idle up and down a little bit. For now, I need to get a connector for the idle air control motor there and get it hooked up. But that's pretty much it for now.